House of the Dragon Season 3 Episode 8 Recap. Rhaenyra becomes the queen she feared. Rhaenyra finally gets the crown she has fought for, but in the same moment, she loses the part of herself that made her worth fighting for. House of the Dragon Season 3 ends with betrayal, dragons, bloodshed, and one devastating death, leaving Westeros on the edge of an even darker war. Aegon is alive. Rhaenyra is done asking for permission. Daemon is ready for total war, and Tumbleton becomes a burning monument to just how far the dance of the dragons has fallen. The finale does not simply close Season 3. It transforms the characters we thought we understood and leaves the final battle waiting on the other side. The episode begins with terrifying news for Rhaenyra. Maester Orwyle wakes her and tells her that Aegon has risen. Rhaenyra's reaction is almost disbelief because Aegon is supposed to be dead, and worse, his dragon Sunfire is alive as well. Daemon immediately understands what this means. The story Rhaenyra has been using to secure her position has collapsed, and Aegon's return gives the Greens a new symbol to rally behind. Rhaenyra responds by abandoning the patience she has tried to maintain all season. She wants Aemond Hightower and Daemon destroyed, and she wants to kill Aegon herself. The change is obvious, and Daemon is almost pleased to see it. But Baela is horrified. She wants Corlys rescued immediately, while Rhaenyra insists that the war comes first. Baela finally says what others have been afraid to say. Rhaenyra uses people when they are useful and abandons them when they are not. It is one of the first moments where the queen is forced to hear how her rule looks from the outside. At Harrenhal, Aemond faces the consequences of his actions as Alice Rivers reveals the terrifying history behind the castle and the curse that has kept her there for generations. Their conversation exposes why Alice understands suffering better than almost anyone around Aemond. Then the impossible happens. Aegon arrives alive on Sunfire. Aemond expects anger, revenge, and death, but instead Aegon humiliates him before revealing his own plan. He wants Vhagar. He wants Daemon defeated, and he wants to march on King's Landing and reclaim the Iron Throne. For the first time, the two brothers stand on the same side of the board, even though their hatred has not disappeared. Welcome to the Film Analyst. The real catastrophe unfolds at Tumbleton. Daemon is knighted before the battle and promises to defend those who cannot defend themselves, protect women and children, and serve as people. The ceremony represents everything a king is supposed to be. Then the battle begins, and those ideals are immediately swallowed by the brutality of war. Daemon's forces surround the city, while the Hightowers prepare their desperate defense. Corlys becomes part of a proposed peace deal that could divide the realm between Rhaenyra and Daemon, but Daemon refuses. There will be no compromise. Rhaenyra will rule, and the war will continue. Then Ulf the White turns Tumbleton into hell. After being found drunk and beaten by Aemond, Ulf climbs on a silver wing and unleashes the dragon against the very army he was supposed to protect. Fire consumes soldiers, civilians, and everything standing in its path. Aemond and Roddy the Ruin both become victims of the destruction, with Roddy practically welcoming the glorious death he has been chasing. Even Daemon is left staring at the devastation, forced to confront the consequences of the kind of war he has demanded all season. But the most devastating moment comes back in King's Landing. Rhaenyra confronts the High Septon and demands recognition as queen. When he refuses, she orders Alan to act. The killing of the High Septon marks another line crossed. Rhaenyra no longer needs the faith, the approval of the people, or anyone else's blessing. She believes her bloodline and the prophecy make her destiny undeniable. Then Helaena dies. After being imprisoned by the very people claiming to protect her, Helaena throws herself from the window, ending a life that has been crushed by a war she never wanted. Rhaenyra finds her body below and sees the final image Helaena created. Rhaenyra sitting upon the throne, surrounded by fire. And suddenly the meaning becomes clear. The queen has won the crown, but the crown is consuming her. Season 3 ends with Rhaenyra becoming exactly what she once feared. Rhaenyra the Cruel. Thanks for watching.